Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Revive Beauty with Donna. I'm just so happy you're here. Today we have two projects. Here's our first one. This is a white cloud transfer and I think it's called Countess. Anyway, we're going to revive this wine box and turn it into something gothic and beautiful. So first of all, I'm giving it a coat of white chalk paint. I think this is the color Farmhouse in Folk Art. Got it all painted. And I'm going to put a sealer on it. I'm using the Liquitex because putting a transfer on, it just works better with a sealer. So you get it sealed and you get it dried and you let it cure for a little bit and then you can add the transfer. Now the white cloud transfers are a little different. You do have to trim around them. I guess that would be like a fussy cut because you have to, trim really close around the transfers in order for them to release. So I think I've mentioned this in previous videos, but yeah, you just go around them. And this one, as you can tell, had a lot of detail, so it took me a little bit, but I'm telling you, it's worth it in the end. And every transfer comes with the instructions on the back, and they come with a little transfer for you to try first, so you can sort of get the hang of it. So I'm going around, getting it all cut. Sorry, don't know what I'm doing there. So here we are, I got it all cut. You can tell it's a little long for this box, so I gotta trim the bottom of it off. There we go. So I did lose a video. On the end of this project, probably the best part, adding all the embellishments to this. I went to upload it. It came back and told me it couldn't upload. I said okay, and it completely deleted my video. So I was so bummed. So I just sort of went over the end, added it, and pointed out everything I did. So here I am, just going over it. And what I have found with these transfers, if you can get one corner to pull back, the top sheet, then you're pretty much going to do okay. You just go around it just to get it to lay down. And they're really pretty easy once you get it to lay down. Although there on the bottom I did have like a little ripple or wrinkle and it didn't lay down properly. I'm sure it wasn't the transfer. I'm sure it was the operator. It was me not doing something correctly. But they're really pretty easy and it just takes some practice. And the outcome is just awesome on these. They're so colorful. And you can see I'm going around. There we go. You can see right there's that little wrinkle. It didn't lay down properly, but I'm working with it. But isn't that gorgeous? So I'm using the plaster paint in the ruby slippers. I used this on my previous project for the Alice in Wonderland picture. So it's just a really dark metallic red. It's a really pretty red. So just carefully going around the picture, to get some of those really closed areas. and I would have to wipe it off the transfer. So red is really hard to get a good coverage. You have to do like 2 or 3 coats on a red. I don't know why. And especially a metallic. A metallic is a little transparent. So I did have to go over this project a few times to get a good coverage. Had nothing to do with the paint. That's just the way metallics are. And I would say any red or maroon or anything like that, if you're trying to paint over a white background, yeah, it's going to take a few coats. So I don't know if anybody remembers. Oh, so there I'm adding just some regular red to see if it would help with the coverage. So back in the early 2000s, everybody had this accent wall. I did mine in like a maroon color, and it took like 5 coats to get it covered. It was pretty crazy. That was my accent wall. So here I am, just trying to get it all painted. And I took off the latch and I took off the hinges. It looks like at this point they're still on, but I did take them off and paint. I think this image is called Gothic Countess 1, but I'll leave a link for it. I only have a few available. Yeah, so it takes a really good steady hand to go around this edges on this, and I don't have a steady hand. I cannot do anything in a straight line, or I am just all over the place. And then I'm having eye problems, so I have a cataract covering my whole left eye. I have to have removed. So my vision is not very good right now. But I'm trying. So you can see, I have to try to go over it, get it darker. So I'll just be quiet here a minute and you guys could watch. So, do you guys see it coming together? You see finally like the colors starting to become brighter. Okay, so here's the final, and I'm showing you that I've added some Total Dazzle gems on there. I added that little bat. I've added some lace. I added this netting in the back. I added the, oh, there's the netting. You can see I purchased that from Michael's. It's a little net ribbon. I put lace around the edges. There's this lace here. And I created that. It's a like bat wings with a skeleton face. Skeleton, not skeleton. Skeleton face. Sorry. And I used that black foam stuff. I always forget what it's called. It's like a air dried clay. I And it was a super light and natural air drying. It's like a foam when it dries. It's real lightweight. So I used that. And I used black. I did purchase black, and it's so much nicer if I'm using, you know, black. And I painted the handle black, painted the top, I painted the latch and the hinges black. I put some bling on the sides. Okay, so here's project number 2. And this is a picture. I purchased this picture frame and fell in love with it. I'm not showing all of it right here, but I really love the color. It was a green color. If anybody knows me, they know green is my favorite color, and I absolutely love it. So I'm going to use this black foam clay, and it's a rose mold, and it is called, I have it right here, it is called Juliet, and it's roses. So pretty. So, and I'm going to be using those corners from V-Flex also. I had previously used those on something, and I guess I glued them, but I decided not to use them, so I pulled them off so they were still sticky on the back from the glue. So here I am working this into the mold. And I did add cornstarch. So I know the white foam clay that I used, I didn't have to use cornstarch, it came right out. But when I tried the black, I had to, it wouldn't. So I had to add the cornstarch to it, which is a little disappointing because, you know, it turns the other side white, so as you guys will see here. But I really love this stuff. It's so much easier than the clay or the fast epoxy resin, whatever it's called. I can't remember at the moment. So I'm just going through, pulling out and, you know, taking the little extra edges off. It's really easy. I just use my nail to peel it off. So I'm going to do some more. So now I'm just trying to figure out where I want them. You guys see that color green? So I didn't even want to paint this frame. I just loved it so much. And it has like the gold. I thought it was more of a bronze, but then when I really started adding bronze to the flowers, it looked more gold. So that I added rub and buff to the flowers. And I did have one little rose from my little applique that I had previously cut, so I added that to these also. I don't know if I show it here or not, but I did add it. So I'm just trying to figure out a placement, how I want everything placed. If I have to rip them hard and readjust them, that's what I'm doing. Now I'm going to put this back. And I'm going to get everything painted. Sorry for all the noise. My dog is in and out, triggering my blink camera and running up and down the stairs. Chasing my other dog. And she's just a little old lady. She's 14 and doesn't want to be that active. But she has no choice when he's trying to chase her. Yeah, just getting everything painted here. Didn't have to really do a lot, just going over trying to cover up that white from the cornstarch. And getting these painted. So make sure you guys leave a comment, let me know what you think. So here I've placed them already on the frame. I did lose video. I'm telling you guys, I'm having a hard time with this. So I've placed them on the frame the way I wanted them, got them glued down, and I'm sort of just trying to get them dry. And you can't really tell right now, you know, but you will be able to soon. So there I went with the bronze, trying to get the bronze on there. And I mean, it sort of went with it, but you know, like here you can't really tell, but in person I was like, it needs to be more gold. So it ends up a mixture of gold and bronze. So the wine box took me a long time to do, and then this craft was pretty easy. You know, I didn't have to paint the whole thing, so it was a lot faster. Here we go. I think that's the gold. See how I just brined it up some. Yes, you guys, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If this is your first time watching me, welcome. If you like it, please subscribe and hit the like button. Those are very important to me. I really need the subscribers and the likes and get stuff moving. Here's a little bat from Totally Dazzled Rhinestones, and I'm putting it up there. So I did try the spider, and I did try this as like a cameo, a skeleton cameo. But the image that I'm using reminds me more of vampires, so that's why I decided to use the bat. So I'm going to get those in. I'm trying to figure out, the picture's too big, so I'm going to have to cut it to fit. So I'm using the paper that was in it. See, one of those pictures from the frame when you, I guess, when it was new. So I'm just going to use that to measure where I need to cut. Then I have to sort of pick it up to see if I have the line right, and I was a little high on that. There we go. I think that's it. I'm just going to cut it so I can get it in the frame. And cut along the sides. So I got them all added. Trying to figure out where to put that bat. I'm just going to put it up there. Get it glued down. I think I'm searching for my glue. Anybody else have problems with things missing in their craft room? What is the deal? I just don't get it. I'll have it one day, the next day I can't find it. So there, I'm putting that down, getting it glued down. I love this picture. So romantic. And this image is called Twilight Waltz. And it will be linked below. So I'm gonna try. Oh, I guess I decided I needed to add some more gold. And then, so I did get some rub and buff on the frame, and I think I have it on here where I'm removing it. And a good way is, you know, a clear wax will remove rub and buff, but I just spray a little Gooby Gone, or Goo Gone. I think it's Goo Gone. See there? I just sprayed a little bit on the corner there, and went around and removed the places that I got some gold on the frame. Let's see, trying to get that off. But it came off really easy. And I love it. Okay, our next project is a quick little project. So I'm using these. These are from Hocus Pocus. They're a gold metallic transfer. So I was going to add them to some wine glasses, which I'm still going to do to go with that wine box. But I didn't have any that I haven't added stuff to. So I decided just to add them to this black pumpkin that I had. I purchased this a couple of years ago, but I see Michael still has them, so you can always just purchase these from there. So I'm going to clean this pumpkin real well with some alcohol, just to get any dust or anything off of it. And I'm trying to figure out which transfer I want to add. So I didn't want to add any big ones. There's a big one there. I'm saving that for something special, but I want to add some little ones around it. And they're not perfect. You know, I don't get them even. So I'm cutting around little slits because, you know, because it's rounded and it's a circle, it'll just lay down better. Okay, there we go. And, you know, these do come with a little bamboo stick. And you can lightly go over these. I just do lightly. If you try to do too hard, it doesn't work. Sometimes I just use my finger. Sometimes a finger going over them will work to release them. See there, I use my finger. Sort of pulling it off. Sometimes you can see like maybe a section didn't come off. You can lay it back down. See? Isn't that beautiful? I'm gonna find me another one. So I added 4 of these to this pumpkin. This is mainly to show everybody this product and what it looks like, and you know, I wasn't really trying to do anything big on this project. Like I said, I wanted to do the wine glasses, but I didn't have any. So I'm just adding these to this pumpkin. See? Sometimes you just use your finger. Here we go. Oh, I see the little piece didn't come off, so I laid it back down, just rubbed it, there it is. Just simple. Simple with a big impact. doing the same thing, just sort of using my fingers and the stick, and I just lightly go over it. So this one I did miss some parts in the middle because there was like that pumpkin seam in there, and I didn't get it all the way laid down. Oh, maybe I did. Maybe it's the other one. So this is a shorter video than what I've been doing, but I lost a huge part of the wine box. And I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let's see. Yeah, that one's not. This might have been the one where I wasn't pushing down enough. See, there's a spot missing. So I'm going to lay it back down and press it down. There's that little seam I didn't get. There we go. Gorgeous. Pretty little pumpkin. So I've seen people on YouTube making pumpkin stems that are really nice and, you know, curly and beautiful. I haven't tried it yet. I was thinking about doing it with this one, but I decided I was just going to paint what was on here. I was going to use the gold, so I'm using this folk art. I believe it's Gold Rush. And it just seemed a little too light for the color I was trying to get. So I stopped and switched over to the Deco Art Gold. There we go. And this gold, I have to really shake it and stir it because it just sort of settles. Sorry about that. FedEx is at my door. My dog's going crazy. There you go. I think it came out pretty cute. Hope you guys like it. So here we're gonna have our final reveal. Enjoy. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit the subscribe button.